From the inside, we have Chi-Sao. Sideways, we have Chi-Sao. Backwards. On the bottom, you have Chi-Sao. This way, you also have Chi-Sao. This way, right? And you have Fu-Sao, which you can trap the elbow and also trap the wrist. Mm-hmm. Like this. Whereas if we've done that single-handed like this, right? See? Okay. Right? Now double-handed. There, see? That hand's not pointing to me anymore. But if I just do this, I'm trying to grab that hand, but I let go of that arm. That arm is free to spring forward. Just for precaution, when we change, we want to do this. See, now it gives us time. Right? Because that hand needs to come back in order to prevent the attack. Right? So if you do it really fast like this, that would never happen because the hand is out of the way. Right? That's using speed. But you can also use deception, which letting him see what's coming. Right? Oh, there. Tons of control. Sideways, Backwards, good. Going, Bounce up, control. Be that way, okay. This way, right. You make it smoother, become part of your movement. To the bottom. So it's very important to maintain the cycle. If you use Chi-Sao, the next has to be very clear that you're going into Chi-Sao. For example, I'm using Chi-Sao, right? Chi-Sao, 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 Chi-Sao. Okay? Same thing right here. Chi-Sao, Chi-Sao, Chi-Sao. Because this is your next movement is an implication of an attack. Right? Okay, so I'm using Chi-Sao, right? Chi-Sao, Chi-Sao, see Chi-Sao, that's a strike. Right? Same thing, I'm using Chi-Sao. It's a strike. So every movement needs to be clearly defined. In your mind, it's an attack. But in your energy, it may not show it. You're thinking attacking, right? To him, you're just doing part of the drill. Right. In your mind, you are attacking. Okay, so that's one. If you're just standing still. But if you add a footwork, then it's totally different. So I'm doing you, right? Right? When you're adding a footwork, it changes everything. Even though the guy is trying to tries to push his way back into the center line, but you're wedging. You're not attacking this way. You're attacking this way. Because when we step forward, our shoulder comes forward. We're wedging at a step. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. In fact, if I do that, I'm helping you. See? See, I'm trying to push forward. Right. You do this. This itself is pushing his arm out of the way. See? As soon as you divert my energy sideways, my instinct is to come back. So, whoa, my center line, I'm off my center line. I want to come back to my center line. Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Good. If someone does that to us, are we stuck? No. If you're using Chi-Sao, elbow is available, wrist is available. So eventually the follow-up will have this. Okay, so when you attack, mm-hmm, I go 1, 2. The other way is this way. You attack. 1, 2. When we know when we use Chi-Sao, this way, this is the goal. Or this is also the goal like this. If I'm on top, if I control the elbow this way, this is the goal. Okay. What we don't want to do is this. Right? If I don't control our arm, it's going to just blast forward. That's what every Wing Chun man should be taught, is that when arms are disengaged, thrust forward. Okay? In the drill, we cut to the throat. In reality, you could just, it's so important to engage the elbow. Because you can see, when you did, my arm is pinned. Mm-hmm. Good, this side. Mm-hmm. What's my answer then? The purpose of Chi-Sao is go from elbow down to elbow up. If you find yourself in trouble when the elbow is down, you go elbow up. Vice versa. Okay, so in this case, elbow's down, right? And he comes up, elbow's up. He can only engage your, pin you with his elbow momentarily. But the name of the game is sticky. If you're stuck with him or stuck to him, you can feel the release. And when in doubt, just go to the opposite. Go to the opposite, right? And that's what the rolling is all about. People tend to lose sight of the fact that there's a reason why you always roll from elbow up to elbow down and vice versa, back and forth. Because each is each other's answer to any problems. Yeah, you can roll over, yeah, right? It depends on your intentions, right? Right? You see the cycle continues. Your body is just trained to react that way because you've been there many times. So I'm in Bangsa, and whether he puts me there or I put myself there, you go on. In the moments ago, what we were doing when you put yourself in that situation. In this drill, I put you in the situation. Whether you did Bangsa and Tansao yourself, or you're forced to do Bangsa and Tansao follows. So that is why concepts are so important. People think these are defensive techniques. So I can only use these movements defensively. They never thought about the same movements can be done offensively as well. If you can control the elbow, you can also control the wrist. Okay, same thing. Okay, you do the same thing. As long as you're sticking with me, you're okay, right? Sticking with here, right? Here and right? If you can control from the top, you can attack from the top. If you can control from the bottom, you can attack from the bottom. The guy who do the Fuxao, he's always looking at his partner's elbow. He can attack when the elbow is up. He can also attack when the elbow is down. And the advantage of doing Fuxao, because you're in a neutral position, you can quickly turn into a palm down strike or palm up strike. So I'm looking at your elbow, right? Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. I can attack when your elbow is up. I can also attack when your elbow is down. Attacking when the elbow is up, attacking when the elbow is down. Attacking when my elbow is down and up. Good. Fuxao. My elbows up. So. Yes. And jump saw. Elbows down. Yes. One after another. Okay. Down strike, up strike. Yep. Yes. Most people think of these two movements as pure attacks. They are, but we have to know where they came from. It's nothing but Fuxao, 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 right? That's all I'm doing. But immediately I can throw a switch. Then by doing so, I know where it came from. So go from normal energy to offensive energy. So be able to transition back and forth effortlessly. Do the same thing on the bottom. Normal energy, forward, 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 right? Okay, remember we can attack from the bottom, from the top, we can also attack from the bottom. So all we're doing is attacking like this. Attack, normal. Attack, 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 normal. Attack. 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 Regular. Normal energy. Attacking. Attacking. Normal. Attacking. Normal energy. Attacking. Attack. Attack. An attack, it won't get there, but if I go attack, okay? So Hansa, normal, just transition back from normal to attacking. Good. Bouncer, normal and attack. You find that it's particularly useful when there's a lot of full energy from the other guy. You know, he's just like very stiff, like, you know, with the elbow up. What's the next one? The cycle is elbow down. So elbow up, elbow up, elbow down. Okay, so you see, 双手, 弹手, right there, right? 双手, 弹手, roll. 双手, 弹手. Okay, so in reality, if we're doing that, we'll be like this. 双手, 弹手. Right? Same thing. 双手, 弹手. You can draw that on as well. If they don't have joint concept, they don't have direction concept, they don't have sticking and running concept, how would they know? For them, this is just a technique. This is just a technique. But to us, it's called running. See, I'm running away, right? I don't have to run here. I can run here. One is this, Lanza we just did. The other one is switching from top to bottom right here. So single-handedly I'm doing this on my left side. I'm doing this. And single-handedly I'm doing this with my right hand. Together, right there. It's just basically, you know, stacking concepts on top of one another. And you know, the reason we do that is because we want to control both arms at the same time, not just one, not just this arm or this arm. It's full stop attack, like this. Time stop attack, and full stop attack, which is bonza. Okay, this came from this, right? This will become handy eventually because if we're rolling, okay, single hand, right? Attack. Attack, right? Rolling, both be like this. Attack. So I'm doing this like this, right? I can do this now. Okay, so I'm forcing him to move that arm forward towards the center line, right? See, he's moving because he wants to defend. Then this becomes possible. That's just one answer. The other answer is this. Remember this? It came from this. That is why single sticking hand is introduced first. Because you can do single, you do double. And you can see, okay, one arm is always on the bottom, the other one is always on top. If you can perform flawlessly and fluently on top and also on the bottom, it doesn't matter which position you're in. He always comes out ahead. So when you're on the bottom, do Chi-Sao, which is Chi-Sao tap, yes. Yes. Good. Okay, so let's categorize our attacks. From the top, we have a palm down strike and a palm up strike. On the bottom, we also have a palm down strike and palm up strike. The one you just did is palm down, right? So I'm on the bottom. I can strike when my palm is facing up. I can also strike when my palm is facing down. On the left side and also on my right side. Palm up strike and palm down strike. Right? Up and down. And these two attacks came from this. Any given time, I can go from regular rolling to attacking with palm up or attacking with palm down. Because I'm still doing Chi-Sao, 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 Chi-Sao. Same thing on this side. Chi-Sao, 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 Chi-Sao. Right? So you go from Chi-Sao to Chi-Sao. But instead you do a Chi-Sao. Right? So Tan Bang. Okay? Is the same thing as this. You're on top, on the bottom. Right? On the bottom you do this, on top you do this. So it comes off your Chi-Sao. Right? Hmm? Right. Mm-hmm. First, we'll do top hand defense. Top hand defense. But we don't want to forget the other arm, okay? Top hand defense here, okay? So a lot of times you go focus on one arm and the other one's kind of they forgot. Don't want to do that. So to make sure that you don't forget to use the arm, up arm, you actually exert energy. Like this. Rather than, forgot. Unless you do it on purpose. Okay? So like this. There you go. Mm-hmm. Push towards my center. Mm-hmm. People say, changes are good. Oh, they don't know the half of it. This is when you change, the person who is focusing on just changing or following you, this is when he's most vulnerable. I mean, if I do the change, I have to wait until your elbow is down to do that, right? And one cycle right there. Mm-hmm. So that's you initiating. I'm going to initiate. Now. Now. Now, yes. Now. You see, once you discover this, the whole world opened up. From defensive point of view, from attacking point of view. Both can be done as you change. Okay, he initiates the change, you can attack and control. You initiate the change, you can attack and control. So that's from controlling when you initiate and when I initiate. So let's talk about changing, attacking after changing. This is the most confusing time for a lot of people. I'm doing a full change, right? I just use the tons of sideways and in. Right? One more time. Okay? Full change. Up, right there. Okay, full change. Right here. You initiate. Boom. Yes. That's right. So let's say we don't want to do a full change, we do a half change. We still use the same attacking method. Half change. Half change. I didn't go, this didn't finish. Full change is from top to bottom and bottom to top. But this arm never got to the top. I did half change. Half change and keep the pressure on. Right, same thing with the other side. Half change. Bounce up. Yes. Now. Now. Yeah, got it.